Hi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I make this cupcake arrangement that I made for my grandma's birthday. So you're just gonna need a basket with floral foam, some cupcakes, buttercream, and tip. So for the middle of my sunflower, I'm using tip 189 to make the swirl. I like the texture it's going to get once I spray paint it. And now I'm just using my little spray gun to go ahead and spray brown coloring to make the sunflower. And now I'm using tip 352 to make my bottom layer of my sunflowers. I'm going to be making 3 layers to give it more dimension. So you're going to start at the bottom, push the tip down, and then continue the top layer in between the first layer that you made. So basically each point is going to be between the last point you did. Now I'm using a tip 101 to make a rose. So here you're just going to start by making a little circle around to make your middle of the bud, and then start going around each layer you left behind. So make a circle and go around wherever you left off the last petal so you can give it more dimension. All we're doing is just piping lines and lines and lines wherever we left off at each end. And just trust the process. And here I'm just using the same tips, but just making it a lot smaller. Using the same tip 101, go ahead and make my small little vinca, or as we call them here, Teresita flowers. Here I'm just going to be making little U's or N shapes to make the flowers. And then I'm going to go ahead and pipe my green leaves, and we'll be done. Okay, now that my flowers are done and they've crusted over a little bit, I'm going to be going ahead and spray painting them to give them a little bit more dimension to my sunflowers, because I did not like the plain yellow. So here I'm just going to use sunset orange and canary yellow for my spray gun. And I did just add a couple drops of each color into my little gun. And I'm already spraying a light layer around the yellow and the brown parts of the sunflower to give it dimension. And the buttercream, I'm just using the Wilton buttercream. I'll put the recipe down below in the description box. Now that they're done, look at the difference spray painting gave the original yellow I had used. So now I'm just going to be taking my basket and arranging my cupcakes where I want them to go before I add in my toothpicks. So here I'm just going to put the sunflowers and then start arranging the roses around to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, now I know more or less where I want them to go. So we're going to be taking our toothpicks. And since my basket is slanted a little bit to the side, I will be using 2 toothpicks to give it more support for the cupcake. Just make sure you put the toothpick slanted up so it can hold up the cupcakes. And now I'm just going to continue arranging them how I want them to go. And don't be afraid to squish them as close together as possible, because that will just give it a more fuller look. And in between the gaps that you have, you may use fake leaves or real leaves from the store, or you can even make some chocolate covered strawberries and add them in the gap. Now that we're done with this side, we're just going to continue the same pattern on the other side. Okay, guys, and now we are done. This is how it came out. Super, super cute. And here I left the gaps open because I didn't really need anything in the middle. And I will link below how I made this strawberry tower. And I did have to add into this video so you guys can see how I paired these two things together. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.